Valheim, tell us about it, Shades. Hello, friends. We are back once again playing more co-op Valheim out in the garden, planting some onions.
Uh-huh.
But surely we're going to have a fun-filled stream as we dive back into the Ashlands. And of course, the most beautiful part of the Valheim streams is, will I blue screen today? Yay! But Tim is prepared to steer the ship if that ends up happening. I
Don't
can
worry,
only hope.
Jeff. I'll have a backup as well of a different thing, if possible.
Okay.
But things should be fine, at least on my end.
It's a gamble every time I turn on this machine. It's part of the fun. I'm just gonna finish planting these onions. And then, what was our goal? We're still looking for that boss, but I think we got locked into finding some flame metals since we found a few of those pillars near our current Ashlands portal.
I think we're at a point where we have quite a bit of the flame metal, but
I think our goal was to get level 2 with our flame metal, right?
that could be.
I'm gonna prep some meals for us since we were running low on those due to a few frequent deaths over in the
Yeah. Partially because of the fortress we were invaded, partially because of just randomly falling into lava and we're trying to get the flame metal. Because the game wanted to push you in. And me. What are we at as far as the
Flame
flame
metal?
It looks like there's one uncooked in here.
Uncooked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we still have
Let me get
a
some
few
coal and
stacks. Okay, we got some.
you want to make your level 2 stuff?
Are you filling that up with coal right now?
Yes, I only had an 8 stack. I'll try to get more.
What do I need? Yep, back here. So if we want to upgrade
Uh-huh.
10, 20, 28 flame metal?
Okay. For an individual person, it's going to be 28?
Yeah. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Aspen hides. And 2 refined Aether, which that one's a pain to get if we don't have it. Okay,
Are
we
you...
got.
Do we have...
I'll make what there's like 1 in there. So
What
I'll make
requires
what
the
we
refined Aether?
the sap, which that's not hard to get. It's the
No, but
soft
why do we need the
tissue,
sap? Why do we need the sap? Which armor piece?
the head
Okay.
helmet. Everything else is just the flame metal. I think if we want to get more soft tissue, I think we can get it in. Yeah, we could get in the caves in the Ashlands, but like we haven't really done much of that.
I'll continue to put flame metal into the thing so we keep that train moving. And if I'm counting correctly, each of us can do level 2. Level 3, I'm not sure of. I haven't done the count.
Yeah, that I presume that's gonna require more of the refined aether or whatever, but
I'm sure we're pronouncing that correctly, but ether, aether.
Eiter, Eater, Eater. I barely know her. Well, we've got 3 of them. So,
And it requires 1 each time?
yeah.
Okay.
1 soft tissue and 1 sap.
Which is the one we'd be running low on, soft tissue or sap? Or both?
Soft tissue. Sap is like, we just have to go back to the Mistlands if we need to grab any. Which, that's like, not hard to get. I needed Aspen hide. It's that.
Pardon me.
Is that your hammer that's giving you that little cold aura around you?
There's the hammer, but also I think the cape is giving me a little something of an effect here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to start prepping meals. I recall from the last go-around, we're just unfortunately running a bit low on those.
Yeah.
Ashwood. That was... I remember Ashwood was important for a reason, so I'm just going to put that in the wacky wood chest. Guard bone.
What if I grab the right flame metal, not the flame metal ore?
My metal ore.
I grabbed the ore, not the actual ingots.
I feel like the charred bones... What did they make? Bolts or something for you? There was a reason we were
Yeah.
stockpiling so many.
Yeah. I use them for bolts.
Okay.
And then arrows and whatever.
Let me see if I remember.
I think it's just the charred wood and feather.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm not seeing it on the... Let me pick up some feathers. Maybe that'll...
Oh, it's at
You don't have it.
it's at the Black Forge where you make them.
Oh, that would do it. Yeah, we have so much of the charred bones that I just want to craft whatever we're saving them for so that it clears that up a bit.
I think I miscounted. For Askfin.
Yep, you went to level 2?
Yep.
Oh yeah, and we need ashwood to make more of those. Okay. Thank you for this kind word, sweet tea. Yeah, I think we need more of the ashwood to make those bolts. So, you know, it pains me to say it, but we're gonna have to just keep holding on to these charred bones for now. Put this stack there.
Were you trying to do something with charred bone?
We just have so much.
Yeah.
And when it starts filling up like that, it's like, can I just craft what we're saving them for so that we don't have to...
What if I build some big chests? What's the fine wood situation?
With the fine wood situation,
Yeah.
we have...
Is that abundant?
No. Well,
Okay.
yeah, actually we have a fair amount.
Okay. I'll build a chest just for them. I think we have some iron. Yeah. It is 2 iron. Did I? Oh, I just picked these up. Never mind. It's like, why do I have these flame metal ores or ingots in my inventory? I'm taking these bones.
Deal.
There's nothing you can do about it.
No.
I'm gonna put these in the other house.
That's fine.
Since this will be right next to where we use them. Can I build on this?
I'm over here
I
trying
don't
to
think
tidy
I...
up.
Oh! There we go. Perfect. Just gonna transfer all these over to there.
And I think we need to find one final bell, right, to summon Vader.
Yes.
There's a skeleton. Ugh. So one would hope that the next fortress we find will be the one that has the 3 pieces we can, combine together. Yeah, we'll do a rest here. I almost said long rest. We've been playing too much Baldur's Gate. We'll do a rest here, and then we'll decide what we want to do. I was thinking we must be close to the end of Alan Wake, aren't we? There's a part of me that thought, if we did Alan Wake as the stream today, it's possible we get to some endgame stuff. So is this the designated chest for bones and charred bones here? Oh, golly.
That's just charred bone.
Golly.
Do we want to do what we had in the other? I guess we could do that later, if we feel like we need to.
Wait, you
readjust
set them
them,
up
but
a long way?
Yeah. I was thinking that, but I'm like, if we did that, we might as well do all of them, not just the one like that.
Yeah. Well, also, that house is built a little different in terms of,
Yeah.
we'd be tightening up our walk space there if we did that.
Yeah. But at least like these, what do they hold? Like double the other ones? Yeah. Maybe a little more. Yeah, more than double. There are bigger chests than that, right?
Are there? Have they made a new one?
Oh, right, there's the black metal chest. We haven't done those. Because those required black metal and tar,
Or is that?
which...
Here's the thing: is that actually bigger, or is it just tougher?
I would assume it's just more storage. But... they are big, like physically bigger too. So they do take up more space.
I'm not gonna upgrade my stuff to level 2 yet. I figure I'll stay on the Askman armor until we actually do Storm a Fortress, because I've fallen into lava more than enough times now to know that I'll wear the armor I don't like for those bits.
That's fair.
You think we're gonna do some flame metal farming today? Because I got the queen buff on me at the moment.
I think we could just do some hunting for the fortress.
Sure.
I don't know if we had any good spot necessarily, other than just continue to explore the area.
I was thinking more southwest of where we were currently doing.
So...
Oh, I guess southeast makes sense.
Yeah,
also,
because there's
we have
just...
that chunk.
yeah, all this is just undiscovered. I'm just gonna go out that way.
All right, fair enough.
Do we have a good portal out there?
We were doing some portal rename switching. I think the Jeff portal will lead to the one where we set that up inside a fortress.
Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, we could still go out this. There's Tampa, which
Oh,
I think I
Did
was
we-
sort of...
yeah, I remember we started using my emergency portal named Jeff to become one of our main portals, and now we have that conundrum in play. So, I'll leave you to that. You just let me know if you need me. I'm going to
Alright.
continue making food. It's a real hunter-gatherer partnership we have here at Garage Lore.
Hey, leave our house.
Oh, we have a lot of Aspen tails.
I hope they at some point do something to the visuals of this area to make
Oh,
it...
is it still like super dark? Yeah,
I mean, it's daytime now, but especially at night when it's just... you can't even see what you're doing.
fancy-ish, yeah. For the I'm thinking in terms of the content, I want the people to see what's going on.
I want to see what's going on. Like, I agree with you, but also I want to be able to see too. Me and my dwarf homie out here shooting up this guy. What are you doing here, bird?
Hmm.
Stay strong, brother. Well, he did the smart thing and wandered off into lava.
As one does, of course.
Yeah. I'm also finding some more meat. I don't recall what our meat situation was. Vulture meat, at least.
Vulture meat is always welcome.
Yeah.
We got a few different recipes for that. How does the armor feel? How does the upgrade feel? You feel like you're tanking a few more of those hits than usual?
Hard to tell. I didn't have a direct comparison today.
All right, I need to get more barley flour. I'm taking a trip to the plains, it seems like.
Alright. I want to see what people do with, like, the saddle for these guys, the Askfin.
Oh yeah.
Like, how do you get to the point where you've tamed one? Let alone have one that you can ride.
Yeah, we never tamed a Lox, did we? Even though we know it's possible.
That, or we went on that journey to try to get a wolf, and that ended up being unsuccessful.
We can still try. We still have that setup of all the bridges you made.
He destroyed it himself. Skeleton killed his own spawner. Okay, found where it kind of loops around.
Every time I go to our plains base, I get worried that a raid is going to happen, because this plains base, we didn't spend a lot of time making this one all fortified, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, and a raid did happen off stream once. There was just two trolls, so I just handled it. But I did feel a sense of like, oh boy, that could have been a lot worse.
A lot of the difficulty comes from the fact that you're just trying to keep your home alive, not just yourself.
Yeah.
I remember early on, after we, like, not too long after we built that beach house, had a troll raid that
Oh yeah, I remember
broke, like,
that one.
the side of the house.
Oh boy. Are you too far off from Portal? Where'd you end up?
We'll see. Should be able to get there, but I like how when I respawn, I'm facing the wall, like I'm sitting in it. Ah, more foods. The M&M stew. At least that's what that looks like to me. I don't know if that portal's good. Is the best one for where I died. Ah, yeah, it's kind of actually near the other portal.
Have fun. Enjoy your gaming.
Thanks, Rock. What was that drink he was,
Oh, who knows? It's not G Fuel, but it's one of the other ones, right? Fresca, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Truly? Is that what it was? Something like that?
Oh,
I forget the name of it. Something like that. Maybe.
what was the name of our Mistlands portal? Was it Orlando or? Hold on, I'll find it.
Sounds right.
Let's see.
I think it's the one that is on the right side of the pier.
Yeah, I'm checking now. I'm running low on Jotun puffs, so I'm gonna see if I had the good sense to plant more.
Probably clear these markers. Oh, hey. A Valkyrie. Zoa. According to Zero in the chat.
Oh my god.
I don't... yeah, maybe. That vaguely sounds familiar. That was what, like a Summer Games Fest or Video Game Awards where The Rock said that? The enjoy your gaming thing?
Yep. What's the name of those big monsters in the Mistlands? The big flying ones?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Anyway, I think I just came close to one of those. Chad wants to know, are you winning, sons? Well, Tim died once, but otherwise he's got his armor back. I'm just making food back at the base. Mistlands, big monster. They had a name.
It's like y'all something. Y'allsker, y'all something.
Are you a cowboy? Are you saying y'all?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah, G-J-A-L-L, y'all.
Something like
Howdy.
that. Yeah. Y'all. He kept saying howdy and stuff like that.
Good job, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
Well, I cooked a mist. I found a mist hair, so that means I can make at least one mist hair supreme.
Did they? What is the Mr. Supreme? Is that a new item at Taco Bell?
Yes, it is. You know, they don't make the beef Mexi melt anymore, and I'm still devastated about that.
I haven't had Taco Bell in a while.
Do you live next to one?
Just one sorta near-ish. Well, this is a bad spot to be in, apparently. Everyone's here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you made the shield.
Yeah. Did you make one?
I can't remember. Are you holding up on that side of things?
Okay.
You made the sword, right?
Yeah, that was a little while ago.
Don't worry, Tim. You're locked into an intense battle, and I'm locked into an intense cooking battle.
Battle Chef Brigade.
Battle Chef Brigade. That we should play that game on stream sometime. That's a good game.
I was gonna say, was that one we've looked at some point, or did we talk about that?
I made a few YouTube shorts about it, but otherwise we didn't have like a proper run of it. That's Chicago dev, if I remember correctly. Trinket
Was
Studios.
Oh.
If Trinket Studios is Chicago, I do think it is the Chicago game dev.
For some reason, I was thinking it was the same studio as... What is that? Was it Skullgirls? The Filipino one?
Yes. I know it's Skullgirls, and then they made Indivisible.
Yeah, that's it. For some reason, I mixed up Indivisible with Battle Chef Brigade.
It's a very different game.
No, I know. I think as art styles,
Oh yeah,
somewhat
that's
similar.
fair.
So
Man,
like, that's not the same. That's a completely different studio, but
I want to finish Indivisible. We'll save that for Asian American History Month, AAPI month, because that is like a Filipina main character. Now I gotta look it up.
have not played it, so I can't tell you. But I think that's the case.
Indivisible and Stranglehold. We have our two games for AAPI month.
We just played like a couple levels of Stranglehold. We never did a full playthrough. Oh no, I'm stuck.
I'd like to get a proper console version of Stranglehold, because I feel like playing it on GOG, fine enough, but just there are aspects of that game that make me feel like the proper experiences with gamepad.
What console was that on?
360 first, and then like a collector's edition on PS3, if I remember correctly.
Okay. been thinking I kind of want to play through at least more of the Castlevania games. I don't know if I want to do all of them.
Oh yeah, I remember. Which one you were playing? The DS one or the GBA one?
Aria of Sorrow. That's the
Okay.
GBA.
GBA, and then the sequel to that one on DS is Dawn of Sorrow, which
Yeah.
is the one I'm more familiar with.
I finished that one, so
You finished Dawn of Sorrow?
Aria.
Okay, I remember seeing you play that on your Steam Deck.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got all the endings and everything.
Oh, nice. I know the DS one with that same character, Soma, that had multiple endings, like an evil ending or whatever. So I take it Aria of Sorrow did something similar.
Yeah, it was like, here's the normal ending, here's the secret ending, here's the bad ending.
Yeah, those games are fun because it's like, if you want to get those secret endings, it's like, were you holding this item while you
Yeah.
fought the final boss?
Yeah.
Like, why would I hold that item?
Yeah, I did a little bit of farming because I'm like, I needed to for some of the souls or whatever they're called
Uh-huh.
for to get the secret ending. And then I'm like, do I want to get do the full collection to get the achievement? But like that's gonna be that's gonna be a time commitment.
I'll tell you what, Tim, you're playing through the GBA collection, right? Or the DS collection?
I'm not playing it in any particular order. I just kind of loaded that one up.
I haven't played through the GBA one, so I'd watch you play it if you committed to it. But also, I'm very familiar with the DS one, so I'd enjoy watching you play those also.
Yeah, I'm open to whatever ones. I haven't decided which one I want to go for next. And for whatever reason, they don't have Symphony of the Night on PC, or I think it was, I forget if Rondo of Blood was also.
So if I recall correctly, there is a collection that was available on PS4 that had Rondo and Symphony.
I got that.
Yeah.
Oh no, sword broke. Oh. I never did finish Symphony. I started it, got through,
Great game.
I think I got to the Upside Down Castle, and then
Uh-huh.
I think I was like already set, like, you know, however many hours into that game, and I was like, I'm gonna play something else right now. And
You felt bamboozled by the Upside Down Castle, didn't you?
No, it was like the thing that happens to me all the time, where I'm just juggling like a bunch of games, and then eventually just don't come back to one.
Yeah. We'll do a big old Castlevania Chrono stream. Committed. Locked in.
I've got to make my way back.
Have we ever done a JRPG on this channel? Like a full playthrough, beginning to end JRPG?
Full playthrough now.
Okay.
Like the closest
I-
thing is
Paper Mario, right? I had a few episodes of that, which I do mean to get back into.
did I do a stream of? We did Persona. I don't know if I did any streams of 5.
No. Do you own 5?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did the first. I think it was just the first dungeon I've done. I don't know if I've done any after that.
But off stream, right? You played the first dungeon
Yeah.
off stream?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready to lock in 120 hours of Persona 5, baby?
And not just that, but doing it on stream
Yeah.
is like, that's gonna be like several years.
We say as we're several years into Valheim.
Yeah, I know. The difference being that Valheim is a little bit more sandboxy, just where that is like story driven or whatever. So
If you ever lock into Persona 5, I will join you in the endeavor. We will carry on the legacy that was left behind by Giant Bomb and do an endurance run of Persona.
I feel like we need to like commit multiple days and streams to that if that's the case.
I remember when they first started doing that series, they did like a behind the scenes episode where it was like they'd spend a day recording 5 episodes, 5 small episodes, and then through the course of however many days they'd let them out.
Huh.
That's how I think we would want to do an endurance run of Persona
Yeah,
or any JRPG for that matter.
yeah. Anything that's like that lengthy. Cause like even Baldur's Gate, we've been at it for over a year now.
We're close to finishing our stream run of that because
Yeah.
I actually thought about maybe we do that today, but what did we fought? We fought the dragon. Oh, spoilers, everyone! Spoilers. I do recall us fighting the dragon.
Do you want
I
to
think.
rest?
Oh yeah, sure. Like in terms of story stuff related to the origin characters, I think we did all of it. We did Shadowheart's thing. We did Astarion's thing. And Astarion's thing led to some consequences. The dragon would have been Will's thing,
Yeah.
and we might have done an oopsie with his dad.
Yep.
We just have a very scuffed run
Yeah.
of Baldur's Gate. We might as well do the evil ending. You know, as I look back at my character in that run, because our first episode of that game was like really my first go at Baldur's Gate. You gifted me the game. I'm like, okay, we'll stream this.
Yeah.
And I think I saw a TikTok or something where someone's like, "Hey, you know the most OP character to play is a bard, right?" So of course I made a bard, and of course
Okay.
no, the bard is not OP whatsoever. I was lied to. it's it's a fun class, but it's not OP. Maybe like in Act 2 when you can make some dialogue choices, some persuasion checks for some funny results. Yeah, that's fun. But otherwise, Bard's not super OP. I've been having a lot of fun with my Warlock Sorcerer build. Just doing an Eldritch Blast and getting the buffs from Charisma.
Yeah, I don't even like I don't think there even is like an OP class. Like if you min-max with by multi-classing and stuff, sure you could come up with something strong, but I don't think there's necessarily a single OP class or anything.
I'll tell you the OP class, Tim. It's when you take Karlak and you make her into a Throwmancer and you give her the Frenzy subclass and she can make 4 throws in 1 turn. And then you
Uh-huh.
use a potion of speed and now you're doing 6 throws in 1 turn. That's the OP class.
I was just reading today that they updated that Tavern Brawler feat for the next D&D like update, like whatever they call it,
Uh-huh.
5.5. I died again. Um, they updated it so that it is the same as the one in Baldur's Gate because
Oh,
it did it.
hell yeah,
I guess in the actual 5th edition it doesn't affect throwing.
Oh hell yeah. It's funny to see it's funny to think about how much Baldur's Gate 3 is probably going to affect that new D&D thing.
Yeah.
Cuz Cloud of Daggers, I heard that also is like different in BG3 compared to like regular D&D, right? Or maybe I don't know. I don't know if you'd have that info, but
I know they said they updated it so that it is better than the Baldur's Gate one,
ooh.
or more flexible for sure, because it used to just suck, and now it's like, yeah, because the way it works in D&D, it's like a 5-foot radius, which is basically like a single grid space.
Yep.
It's like, okay,
Sucks.
that sucks. But in Baldur's Gate, it's actually good. And then they made it better in actual D&D by allowing you to move it. So like once you cast it, you can move it. Oh, I did an oopsie.
What's the oopsie?
I didn't grab any food. We're the most basic of runbacks here. I could go back, but it's too late. We're committed. I have food on my original corpse at least.
You went through the Jeff portal.
Well, I'm gonna try it again with actual food this time.
I went to bring you food and I looked over, you died. Do we? I feel like you've streamed from your Switch before, right? Metroid Prime something something. Right?
Yeah.
We'll play some Switch games. We'll get my Switch Lite. So on my cam it'll be like this, me holding my Switch Lite. I saw someone made an infographic about like for the price of a PS5 Pro, you could buy like 4 Switch Lights and have like money left over for groceries.
Yeah.
I had a good laugh at that one. You think the PS5 Pro is gonna do well?
I have no idea. Cause
I
like
feel like
I heard
go ahead.
the PlayStation Portal has supposedly done well, yet I never hear anyone talk about that.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Maybe it's like it did well for their expectations,
Yeah.
and then
I feel
never
yeah,
hear about PSVR 2.
Yeah. I feel a sense of people regaining an appreciation for physical media. You know, people want things on disc so that it's like, okay, I own this. It doesn't get lost to the ether, tied to my account, that I lose access to my account or whatever. People care about physical media for that purpose and for collection purposes.
Yeah.
And so the fact that the new PS5 Pro doesn't have a disc drive, I wonder if that's going to play into it. Yeah. I might be into it if it had the disc drive. You know, I've held off on buying a PS5. I've been waiting for like a version of it that I'd want, and I thought the PS5 Pro would be it, but it's like,
Yeah.
I'm the jabroni that wants things on disc.
I'm not. I don't need physical media. You've seen my Steam library. If I had that in
Yeah.
physical, it'd be able to take up like half of my apartment.
On today's episode of Hoarders, Tim's entire game collection in physical form.
Like there was a point in time I had physical because I was getting like a couple games a year or whatever. Not one a week or whatever it is that I buy games these days.
Zero says, you and my brothers, Jeff. What, in terms of the PS5?
Bone mask could not come off cooldown any sooner. It's making this run back difficult.
How far off is your armor?
It's far enough that I die
want an
before I even
escort?
get there. Yeah, that would be useful. None of those garbage spots. I guess either Tampa would be fine.
Alright, I shall escort you. But also, I'm not putting on my good armor, so we'll see. We'll see how much of a good escort this is. And also, when my computer tends to blue screen in this game, it's in the Ashlands, so we'll see. Oh yeah, in terms of wanting physical games, yeah. I wanna have something that I own it, And if I lose access to my account, whatever, I still own it. Like, on my Wii U, I have Twilight Princess, but every now and then, it's like, I'd like to buy a physical copy of it because I like that game, but I only own it digitally on my Wii U, you know?
I think Tampa's the ideal one, maybe? Yeah.
Alright, I'll meet you at that portal. You know, I was watching a video earlier about, it's not like they were doing a tour of Dave Bautista's home, and he has a collection of lunchboxes, and like his prized possession is like a Beatles lunchbox that he apparently paid like $2,000 for or something. And I looked on eBay, and I saw the same lunchbox going for around 2,000. I'm like, man, if it's good enough for Bautista, maybe I want this lunchbox also. But I got a laugh out of that because it's like, of all things you'd expect Dave Bautista to have as like a collection,
Yeah.
lunchboxes. My game hitched up for a moment there. I thought I blue screened. It's a gamble every time I load up this machine, boys. Oh, Valkyrie, and I just have my Frostner. Let's avoid that guy.
Yep. Yeah, I think for me the big deal with aside from the size of my like collection of games is just that like I don't know, I'm predominantly a PC gamer, so like I don't like that stuff was pretty much entirely digital since I've been in high school, at least since I was in high school, so it's like I've already been used to just being fully digital for well over a decade.
So this Askren, not playing around. I'm gonna avoid him.
Okay, this route was a little easier, maybe, if I can get to it. I think this is the correct... This should be the correct one.
You know what I was thinking about the other day, Tim, is that you remember when we were on that trip to the lake house on the way back with Zero, and we stopped by at that roadside stop that had like a Sparrow and a Burger King. We ended up getting Burger King. I
Yeah.
thought to myself, it's been so many years since I've gotten Sparrow, and I don't know where there is another Sparrow anywhere. Maybe I should have gotten Sparrow while we were there. Oh man, my game's getting a little hitchy here. We'll see if I survive this one, boys. Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, they broke the floor. Let me do a spin attack. They're surrounding me in the rocks.
I'll save you, Tim. My Frostner will save the day. Oh, Christ.
Did you not get
I got the buff, but
Okay,
I'm still getting hit hard because I'm
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
the Aspen armor.
right.
Oh, and that's a 1-star. That'd do it. That'd do it. Charred marksman. I can at least deal with this guy, surely.
Zero says a slice of sausage was a 10-minute wait. Yeah, that's right.
No way. That's right.
I forget if you actually got that or not.
No, he went BK with the rest of us.
Yeah.
I still have the crown somewhere in my spare bedroom here.
You're not in costume?
You want me to wear? Crowns are only for kings.
Oh, is that lava right there? Why are they on fire? How are you holding up?
Oh, I'm doing what I can to pull aggro from at least a couple of dudes from you. But otherwise, I am on a weaker armor set, so I'm trying to avoid that 1-star. I'm gonna stick and move. Yeah, you see, I'm just gonna hit him and back off. I'm gonna hit him. Hit him and back off. That's the plan here.
I'm a different weapon, so it's a little... Get over here.
Stick and move. There it is.
Okay.
That's, you're my king, Jeff. Thanks, fam. Okay, so there is lava here. I just don't see if there's a possible fortress. And how far off are we from the portal?
Tampa is the one I
Northwest?
came from. Yeah.
I see. Oh, you were trying to loop around to the other portal. I see what you were trying to do.
Yeah, I closed the loop on my end at least.
Oh, is this a cave? You see this?
What? Oh, sure.
Did you go in here already?
I haven't gotten any.
Yo, you want to be brave? You want to see what's
Oh,
in here?
we still have bone mass. Why not?
It's gonna be a Morgan, isn't it?
Of course. Ah, here's some soft tissue. I don't have any inventory space, but...
I'll grab it. Oh, that's rotten meat. I don't want that. Is this a molten core? Don't mind if I do. I can't see. There's a Morgan. Yep. How much more bone mass do we have? About a minute and a half.
I don't know how that could have blocked.
You know, it's an outdated weapon at this biome, but it still feels good to see the Frostner chipping away slowly.
Yeah.
Because I do like the look of that weapon. Alright.
I wish
Bone
the weapons would scale up more. Like, you could
Yeah.
basically keep upgrading that if you wanted to.
There's a few cool weapons from around, like, the Silver Age era of us being in the, you know, those cold areas that I thought, like, design-wise looked very cool. Alright, I picked up some molten cores. I don't see... Minor stamina mead. Why not? I'm gonna drop this Grouston. This isn't doing me any favors.
Is that a stack of 50?
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
I dropped one.
Oh, God.
It's probably the one I had. Alright, I'm ready to head out. I don't think there's any... Yeah, no more soft tissue.
So what do you want to do? You want to head west to the other portal?
Whatever's closest. I think Tampa is.
Yeah.
We just have to avoid the Valkyrie, I think.
Was there one along the way here?
Thought so.
Because I don't have any long range. I brought my bad stuff. I brought a Frostner and a pickaxe. So if we run into something like a Valkyrie, I'm going to have to lean on you for that one. Okay. Or I'm just running.
What is this?
Tell us your secrets.
Oh, that's just lore.
I forgot to ask you, you already owned a PS5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it when it first came out?
Within like the first, like, 4 or 5 months. Yeah.
Okay.
It was... I got it whenever I could get it. Due to the limited availability and weird...
Yeah, I recall that.
All that stuff. The Xbox, I was able to actually get a pre-order of that, so I got it day one.
No, I lost my bone mass buff. I'm going to have to play cautious here.
That's fine. We've got a dwarf friend, so...
Yeah, let him worry about it. I'm gonna hang back.
Are you friend or foe? I don't know. Is the skeleton that's attacking you a friend? You know, maybe we should just book it.
Yeah, this is turning into a bad scene real quick. I think I see the waypoint for our portal too, so I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
You're on your own, fam. Every man for himself. So here's a question unrelated to anything. Have you seen the movie Glory with Matthew Broderick, Morgan Freeman, Carrie, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but the guy from Princess Bride?
Carrie Elway?
Yeah, something.
Elway's
It's, I
something
didn't want to
like that?
butcher. I didn't want to butcher his last name, but
Something
yeah,
like
have you
that.
seen the movie Glory?
I might have seen bits of it. I don't know.
That's a, for whatever reason, like we watched that, you know, back when I was in junior high or whatever. And I think that stood the test of time as like one of the only movies that I was made to watch in school that I actually like super enjoyed. And so I went down a deep dive recently about watching clips from that movie, and I'm like, oh yeah, this movie still holds up. It's still a great movie.
Did you not watch good movies at all?
I feel like I watched a lot of bad movies in high school, or movies that were just forgettable.
That's fair. Yeah, the Civil War movie.
Yeah.
Oof. I want to like kill this so that it doesn't attack the fortress wall.
Oh yeah, Denzel is in that movie. I'm looking at... I got sidetracked now. I'm looking at the cast of Glory. What a cast, man. Young Denzel, Matthew Broderick, Carrie Elways. Oh, I should have picked up some ashwood while I was over there with you. Oh, whatever. Live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. That's going to be the chrono stream we do, Tim. Every Sonic game ever made.
I'll be PTO.
Yes, Tim's taking his sabbatical. I have a few people at my office who've started taking their sabbatical because they hit their year to do so, and so I was like, oh man, I want. Huh?
Is that something you guys do?
Yeah. So the idea is that when you hit 12 years, you're allowed to take sabbatical leave.
Oh, okay.
And so we had a chunk of people who hit their 12 years, and so I was like, how close am I? I'm nowhere close, man. Not anywhere close.
Because I know there's some people where I work that have done that, but I don't know if they were just taking just a long like PTO section, or if that was like a separate thing.
It's a separate. Well, the way my place handles it, it's a separate thing.
Yeah.
Basically, I interpret it as grown-up summer vacation, which is great.
Because one of our technical director, he basically would do that like every year for like, he would be gone for like a month in the summer.
Oh. Now, see, was he just taking regular PTO and calling it a sabbatical, or is it like properly a sabbatical?
I don't know.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
We've had people call it like their long stretches as a sabbatical, but I don't know if that's a technical thing or not. If it's technically that, or if it's just a long stretch of PTO.
Yeah, so at my place, our sabbatical time off is treated as like a separate thing from your PTO, from your regular PTO. Which is cool because you get to have grown-up summer vacation, but it's uncool that I'm so far off. It's like 12 years. Like this place that I'm at 5 years now. Am I
It's
5
been
years?
that long?
I'm closing in on 5 years, which makes this the longest place I've been at surpassing the place that you and I were at, which is wild to think about.
I mean, we only worked together for like 2 years, I think.
But you cast a long shadow, Tim. You cast a long shadow on on my life. Yeah, it was like 2017? No, or 2016 that I met you? Something like that.
15.
15, man. I'm
And then I think you left in 17?
Yes. Yes. Where I went to a place that you were previously at.
Yeah.
In a weird twist of fate.
I mean, that's just...
I left the
That's
company.
just Chicago game dev.
Yeah.
Someone you and I have both worked with have said they've done like the grand tour of Chicago game dev.
I know who you're talking about. He tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like if there were such a thing as IRL achievements, he would have hit the IRL achievement of hitting every Chicago game dev studio. Yeah, I've heard stories of people who've worked at Wide Load Games, Robomoto. You know, it's just the whole spectrum. Spooky Cool Labs.
Forget if Young Horses was, if they had a physical office in Chicago. I know they're
The
at least
Octodad people?
Yeah, I know they're
Yeah.
the developers are from here. I don't know if they necessarily have like a, if they're remote or if they have a physical location or something.
Yeah. I know Phosphor Games eventually became part of People Can Fly,
Yeah.
and I think their Chicago folks are just all remote now.
Oh, really?
I think so. I don't think they have a physical office. I think that Chicago team that became part of People Can Fly is just remote,
Okay.
unless they have like a place that's for storage of their equipment or something.
I could see that. Because if I
Oh, God.
remember,
You opened that door, I thought like a monster walked in behind me.
spooky. Remember correctly, People Can Fly is a Polish developer?
I feel like you're right.
So, like, it would make sense if they had a physical place for the equipment and things based
Yeah, just-
in the US at least.
Just a small space to hide computers or whatever that's not assigned to anyone, right?
Yeah. Because I remember when we wanted to, basically right at the start of the pandemic, we were changing offices, like, not long after that. And they were like, we have to find a temporary location for all of our equipment, because you've got a lot, and we don't have an actual office just yet.
Zero in chat is asking, "What about me, Jeff?" I don't even remember what year was Zero before you, Tim, or after you?
I would assume it was before me.
I don't. It's all a blur at this point. No,
Because I
feel
met you
like
both at the same time.
Yeah, Zero got hired a little after me. I feel like Zero.
Yeah.
It might have been just a few weeks after I got hired at that place. Everyone will
Oh.
remain unnamed since I'm trying to avoid us getting doxxed. But I don't think it would be a big deal if we did.
Yeah. Let's dox Zero instead.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody visit this particular lake.
Oh, you
Zero
hit-
hit his 10-year.
Okay.
This year you hit your 10-year? Because that would have been 2014. Okay, so if Zero hit his 10-year, yeah, okay, yeah.
I hit my
And I
9.
hopped on tail end of 2013. What month did you hit your 10-year, Zero? Because I remember me hopping into that studio October 2013. And I feel like you would have been not long after that.
Yeah, I hit my 9-year a month ago.
Damn. Zero don't know. It's weird to think when you first get a job when I first got my job in the game industry, you meet people who are at the studio who are like, I've been doing this for 10 years, and you're like, oh my God, what a seasoned, grizzled veteran of our industry. Then one day you wake up and you're that person, and every now and then there's a new hire fresh out of college. They look at you with that same wide-eyed, like envy and respect and all that, and you're like, no, I'm just a jabroni trying to get by. Don't look at me with that.
Don't
type
look
of
up to
envy.
me.
Don't cry for me. I'm already dead.
I made a mistake. We need ashwood for my bolts.
Yeah, you're hitting the same conundrum I did. Like we have so much of the charred bones, but not enough of the ashwood.
Well, do I want to go hunting for a fortress, or because that I feel like I can get tricky. I could easily just go and chop some wood for us because we do need those.
Whatever.
Ashwood. So the start of a day, or
What would you tell someone who's just trying to get into the industry?
get into it?
Golly,
Know someone. Go to
That's
different.
true.
Go to various like industry meetups, provided that it is like easy to get in and it's not like a hassle, not like a private event sort of situation, and just network. Just meet people, make friends. Because I've gone to industry like monthly industry nights while I was already in this industry, and I've met a number of people who were just trying to get in, and then they eventually got in like not long after.
I remember when I was trying to first get my foot in the door, I would look up stuff online about like how did people get a job in the industry, and the answer was always, oh, it's just about luck and timing. And I would get so frustrated and be like, one day I'll get a job in the industry, and I'll find a better answer than luck and timing. And the answer is still luck and timing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's I hate to say it, but it is what it is.
And that's on top of just having the necessary skills for whatever it is you're trying to do,
Yeah.
because it is just entirely luck and timing.
When are you going to do your TED talk, Tim, about your time in the industry?
I don't know why I would do a TED talk. A GDC thing would be more appropriate. But no.
What if I did a TED talk as a producer? Can you imagine the absolute hubris of me doing a TED talk?
I mean, to be honest, TED Talks are just like, as far as I understand, they're kind of just open to whoever.
I think TEDx talks are open to whatever.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Like TED talks are established, people who matter. TEDx talks, those are like an offshoot. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've seen a TED Talk on how to dry your hands with a single paper towel, so,
Well, was that a TED talk or a TEDx talk?
I think it was
what I'm
TEDx.
saying.
Yeah, it was TEDx.
Yeah,
that's
there
what I
you
mean.
go.
It was an interesting video, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me try that, and it worked. And then you could say if I've used that technique since, but
Zero saying, "Oh, we have someone crash our last company party." Tim, is this true, Tim? Did someone
I don't
crash the
know.
company party? Was it?
I don't
it's
know.
It's gonna be me.
Was it someone you knew, or was it just some rando?
Yeah, Zero. Is this like a person we all mutually know, or did just some rando jabroni just walk into the company meeting or company party?
Like, if it's at a public place, then sure, that's a different thing.
Yeah. Some rando. Oh boy.
Yeah. Randos do that sometimes. Do we still have that beach portal?
Beach portal. There's a couple of portals you might be referring to. Indiana, or
The one that,
Where
like,
did-
at the Ashlands.
at the Ashlands. We might have changed the name of the Jeff portal. I think if you change the name of Jeff to Miami, that'll take you to the portal you're thinking of.
Okay. I'm fine with just reusing one of our, or just sticking to the same portals, but without renaming. Because I'm just gonna go get some ashwood.
I wasn't there when this happened, but I think I heard the story that at Phosphor's farewell party or whatever, where they open, if you wanted to take any equipment that wasn't being used, you were free to take it or whatever. I
Mhm.
think I heard a story that some rando just joined and started hanging out with people, and it's like, okay, well, whatever. I wasn't there when it happened, though. I can't verify the validity of that story.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Because as I understand it, it was just a Facebook invite, and
Oh
some
yeah.
some rando saw it, and it was
Oh,
like,
for
okay,
sure.
I'll join and hang out with these guys.
Are some of the same people that we know from there, are they still there? Some of the people we used to work with? At whatever people can fly, I guess.
The OGs of the studio that you and I both mutually know,
Yeah.
yes, I believe so. But
Okay.
then there's some from my era that are there also that you probably wouldn't know. I have not introduced you to the lore of the one we call Pepsi Man over at that studio.
Yeah,
Oh
never.
man, a boar got into our onions. Golly.
They ate them all?
Yes. Devastating.
Did they even use it for anything? Like a French onion soup
No.
or something?
Nope, just ate it.
Wow. Like, what do you do with a lot of onions? Salsa?
I'm trying to think of something clever there. I couldn't think of it.
Like, anytime I get any kind of any amount of onions, it's always one.
Here, I'm gonna put on. We're closing in on the 130 mark here, so I think I'm gonna put on my nice armor, join you over there, and we'll see what we can find to close out this episode of our time in Valheim. That's the great thing about the Valheim streams. We promise Valheim. We don't necessarily promise progress. we promise a good time. We don't necessarily promise progress.
Yeah. We can make claims of what we want to do, but that, you know. Ashlands giveth, Ashlands taketh.
Yeah, we needed to have an episode like this though to reset after the debacle of our previous attempts of that fortress. This
Yeah,
is one of the
punch
few
him.
times where the puke berry is useful because I want to get rid of the weak food buffs, get some good food buffs on me.
The nice thing about being attacked by a bunch of monsters while I'm here is that they kind of do some of the deforesting for me.
Did you get some ashwood over there?
Yeah. I mean, I still have to do some chopping. Zero demands
Alright.
progress.
I'm
Well, there
gonna
you go.
take a-
There you go, Zero. I improved my skill at wood chopping.
There it is. Yeah.
There's your progress.
I'm gonna take the bone mass buff before I join you over there. I figure if we haven't found a new spiral for flame metal, I might as well get something that might help us in combat here. Is your
I
bone
found
mass
one.
buff about to
I used it. I just
okay,
used
that's
it,
fine.
so. Good enough, says Zero. I didn't expect this game's like skill system to be this punishing at this point. Like it's just constantly resetting, just because of we're just constantly dying.
Yeah.
I would have thought they would have like capped how much it goes back.
But to that point, though, I feel like we are playing this in a very meathead our way through problems
sure,
type of
yeah.
way. You know what I mean?
Even
Just
then,
for the sake of keeping the things moving.
but even then, it should not be that punishing, I think.
Here, I'm gonna set, because again, I feel like every time I've blue screened with this game, it's been at the Ashlands. So I'm gonna give myself the PS2 graphics here, and then I'm gonna step through this portal. I'm playing PS2 version of Valheim.
This is already, I remember people compared this to World of Warcraft in visuals, which is not far off, I guess. Like, maybe within a few years of the PS2 era.
Oh man, I heard something big. All right, I'm on my way, Tim. Oh, you are like way north of me.
Oh. Get out of here, Normalwood. When are you getting your PC checked? Asks to Zero.
I did. I looked at it and I said it's still in one piece, and I said good enough. We ride.
I mean, I recently updated something on my PC and seems like it's still working. I'm having this problem where occasionally I try to start a game and it's like, you're out of video memory. And I'm like, I don't think that's true.
Are you just looking for Ashwood? Is that what you're doing right now?
I'm just doing some shopping. I am full on inventory now.
There.
I'm
I was
filled
heading
up
your
on,
direction, but
wood.
yeah, I was heading your way, but I hit like oh. Well, now I'm just hanging out with this. We're fighting dudes.
There's just trees falling everywhere. They really, like, made this place seem like, I don't know, a big weather storm.
Yeah.
Tornado or hurricane style of thing, because trees are just being uprooted.
Whoop. I might be lost.
I don't even know where you are.
I
Oh,
was heading
see.
here.
You're
Yeah.
at that portal.
I was trying to. Oh, did you go through? Because we
Oh, it's
then
a
we did
Tampa.
like a. Yeah. Oh, there's a spiral over by this portal that we just didn't do yet.
Yeah.
A spire, I should say. Yeah.
A Spyro?
A Spyro the Dragon by this portal. Were the aspen bladders useful? Were they for making the bombs?
Yes.
Okay, I'll pick those up then.
Yeah.
As long as they have a purpose.
I think everything from the Askvin had a purpose for us.
Okay.
We used the whole buffalo. I like how the weather transfers with you when you go through the portal. Did we want to put... I guess we could keep the Ashwood in that same chest.
Sure. We are closing in on the 1:30 mark here, so let's do some housekeeping and then we'll call it.
Okay.
Oh, I picked up one of those celestial feathers. Those were useful for something, I just don't recall.
Let's say it's for fancy arrows, if
Oh,
that's a thing.
We have a 50 stack of these celestial feathers. Golly,
We're at that many already?
yeah.
I know we fought quite a few, but I didn't realize we were already at a 50 stack.
I'll hold off on upgrading my armor for now. I'll probably just do it off stream or something. Yeah, and I don't think I made the shield yet. I think I just wanted to let you have the shield first, and I wanted to figure out the math of whether I can make the shield plus the level 2 upgrades.
You should be able to do the shield.
Yeah.
I don't think we're limited. Is it possible to get add a gem to one of those shields?
What purpose did the gems serve again?
They added different effects to the weapon. Doesn't seem like it. I guess it's only to the weapons. That makes sense. Because it would be kind of neat if I could apply that ensnare effect to the shield as well.
Flame metal shield 8, 10, 2 aspen. Oh yeah, we're gonna need more ash wood. Yeah, we'll figure that out off stream. That's fine.
I just got a few stacks, so
Ooh.
that's what I was doing.
Did you get a full 50 stack?
I got a couple.
Okay. Let me go ahead and snag that real quick. Oh, very nice.
I guess I should do my record my map as well. I'm here in this building. Record my discoveries.
2 aspen hides to round this out.
The scale of this thing is huge.
The shield?
No, I mean just this fire pit. Like
Oh.
I'm just sitting down and look how small I am.
Hold on, I'll make my shield and then we'll call it.
Gotta put your shield on next to me. Are you gonna have the same?
You have
what is
blue?
this? Yeah. Is this actually our colors? Blue, red, and white, I guess.
Well, I'll make the red one. So we know whose is whose. Here, I'm on my way. I feel like in terms of the design, like the one from the Mistlands looked like a more elaborate shield than this one, right?
Yeah. This looks pretty simple. Like in comparison.
Alright, well friends, if you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to hit like and subscribe, and join us on Twitch one of these days where we play a variety of games, just like this one. And if you did join us on Twitch, we hope you have an excellent evening. Well, Tim, where are you going? What are you trying to do? Well, Tim, we're one step closer to finishing our playthrough of Valheim. And if you're a big fan of games that are very, very similar, join us for our next video where we'll be playing through Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Have a nice night, friends. Bye, 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 bye.